Denzel, what are you seeing from Derek Carr? How well is he playing when he's been out there this season?
Yeah, he's a very good quarterback, capable of making all the throws, confident in the pocket, and going to throw the ball up to his guys to give him a chance to go make a play.
As I know we've talked about it before, but the lack of interceptions, defensively and especially from the secondary, how frustrating is that? And is there anything you guys can do to change it?
Yeah, we got to get them. So we got to just keep putting an emphasis on it. And yeah, we know we don't got any. I don't have any yet, and man, I gotta go give me one. So just looking forward to getting that first one, and hopefully they start rolling in after that. But just still just continue to execute your own assignment and focus on your technique, and they'll come.
So you're leading the league with 15 passes defense.
Say it again.
You're leading the league with 15 passes defense. How many of those do you think you should have had?
That's a good question. I should have had some for sure. I should have had some. I gotta find a way to come away with them. So I don't know the exact number, but I gotta find a way to get them though.
Are there a couple that you watch where you're like, you know what you could have done to finish the play, so to speak, or?
Yeah, I feel a lot more than capable of making those, coming down with the play. I'm obviously making a play, but just being able to get two hands on the ball and take it away cleanly and help this team out. So, yeah, I'm just working it in practice, and I think it's going to change soon. I'm going to start coming down with them.
When you have that many opportunities, do you feel like, it's only a matter of time when the dam sort of breaks?
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel. I feel it's a matter of time, getting the opportunities to come making plays on the ball. So, the more opportunities I get, the more chances I get to go take it away.
How much of it is, just making sure your number one priority out there, obviously, is making sure the pass doesn't get completed.
Yeah.
So how much of that is just you guys are so focused on making sure the passes aren't completed as opposed to if you take the chance to just go for the interception, you could potentially give up a big play?
Yeah, I don't really think of it as may give up a big play, but I'm just out there trying to attack the ball as best I can and play great technique and put myself even in position to make a play on the ball and so the receiver doesn't catch it and help this team out. But just taking that next step and being able to take the ball away could help our team tremendously. So I'm going to try my hardest and do the best I can to come away with it.
The last time we talked with you, communication was a big buzzword. What happens this week to correct it?
Yeah, just practice, meetings, making sure we're all on the same page, going through different personnel groupings and stuff like that. So just constant communication throughout the week and making sure everybody's glued in.
Do you think, Denzel, like that? You guys have talked about this before, but can interception just be kind of contagious? Like you get one game where it starts rolling and then you guys are trying to slide.
Yeah, I feel that way. I feel once we get that first one, that's what I keep saying, like they're gonna start rolling in. So it's just hard to get that first one. So we gotta get that first one and we'll be good.
That's kind of what happened to you guys last year, right? You're slow on takeaways and boom,
start rolling in. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to that coming.
When you look at that Saints offense, what sticks out about Kamara and then Hill? Just kind of special ways that they use both of them.
Yeah, definitely. Kamara is a dynamic player for their team and a run game, pass game. So it's definitely someone got a key on and able to make a play anywhere on the field. And same with Hill, use them in a lot of different personnel groupings and out there on the field. So just guys that we got to key in on and make sure that they're not a factor out there.
When he's out there, do you have to respect the quarterback part of it, that he can still throw?
Yeah, no question. He's still a quarterback. He play tight end, receiver, running back, so he does it all for them. So definitely respect them in all phases. All right, thank you, guys.
Good.
What was the last month plus like?
Frustrating. Trying to just let my body heal, but also mentally being engaged and constantly wanting to be out there. It's probably, to me, in my 10 years, injury's always been the hardest part of this game, right? Overcoming it and staying positive through it. So anytime, you get dealt those cards, it just sucks.
What's been the key for you to stay mentally engaged when you are out for this?
Yeah, teaching, helping, taking notes, being engaged as if I'm playing, and just helping the young guys, see the things that I see and understand the game just maybe a little bit better. Just doing my part, just trying to get them right.
How do you think the guys in your room have kind of weathered the storm with your absence?
Yeah, shoot, not just mine, right? You got Jeremiah hurt. It's been a storm. So you've got guys stepping up. Mahmoud's played well. Dev has jumped in. And he's got a lot of proven football in his career. So expected that from him. And then you got the young rooks, right? Those guys are stepping up, playing roles when we need them. So yeah, it's been a rally the troops mentality.
When you look at the Saints offense, do you see Stefanski offense?
I don't know. What I see is explosiveness all over the field, right? You've got Kamara, who they're trying to give the ball on every down, much deserved. Gone against him plenty of times, and he hasn't lost a step. He hasn't lost his quickness, right, and their ability to get him explosive plays. So, big play after big play. We got to stop the run, just as always, and limit the explosives.
Jordan, how difficult was it for you to watch JOK go down the way that he did, and know how potentially serious this neck injury is, and how are you guys all dealing with that?
Yeah, no, it was tough because we play this game because we love it. We sacrifice our bodies for it, right? And we understand the risks that are involved in it. But at the end of the day, you see something like that and it's real life. I look at my life and I've got 3 kids and a wife at home, and it's like, what if I were to come home like that? And so, he's got family that he loves, people that care about him more than just what he can do on the field, right? And so it puts things in perspective, and you hope and you pray that he's going to make a miraculous recovery, right? And so I don't know, it's just hard, it's tough, but you rally around him and you rally around each other.
Taysom Hill has kind of carved out this niche of doing a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of challenge does that present? The way
Yeah.
you're using him?
Yeah. Similar to a guy like Juszczyk in San Fran, where he can line up anywhere. It can present as 10 personnel, 11 personnel, 12 personnel. He can line up as a quarterback, as fullback, running back, right? It creates a challenge of how do you match up personnel groups. And obviously he's talented when the ball's in his hands, right? He's a strong runner, sees the game well. So, it's again, you go against a team like this, an offensive like this, it's about team defense, and it's everybody getting to the ball.
You were listed on the injury report is triceps and elbow. Is that the same injury, or is it 2 separate things?
Yeah, I had an infection in my elbow, the bursa. During the Raiders game, I had an infection in my elbow. Actually checked into the hospital after the Giants game for 2 days. Ended up playing the Raiders game, and same elbow, same tricep, tore it. Strained it, I guess. So, it was a frustrating, couple weeks going through that. Tried to come back, played with one arm, basically in the Bengals game, and thought it was the best decision to heal it and let it do its thing, right? I wasn't healthy, so at the end of the day, it's like you want to be out there, you want to play this game at a high level, at the highest level possible, but when you're dealing with something that you use on every single play, it's tough.
So when did you, right after the Giants game, you checked in?
Checked in, yeah. Checked myself into the hospital, Giants game.
And you spent 2 days there?
Spent 2 days, yeah, getting antibiotics, because I was feverish. The infection was real. So played that game, and then ended up breaking my rib during the Giants game. So it was an onslaught of things, right?
Was it like a staph infection?
No, it was the bursa has fluid in it, and the fluid got infected.
Jordan, when you talk about just obviously the frustration and injuries piling up, is it a different kind of frustration when you're missing time and the team is also losing? Like, does it add that helplessness feeling to it? Like, oh man, there's things that are going wrong and I can't help them.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose, right? Whether the team's winning, you're like, man, I'm missing out on all this excitement and I can be a part of this. And if you're losing, you're like, damn, I could help, right? So it's a lose-lose either way. Injury just sucks.
Jordan, we talked a lot
For people who just consume the game on the outside, sometimes you're telling us all this stuff, and all we saw for a long time was a name on an injury report.
Yep.
Do you think we're, as a football viewing public, we're a little desensitized to the injury stuff?
I don't know. There's a lot of things that nobody will ever know about this game, right? And what players go through and what we have to deal with on a weekly basis, right? Getting checked out of the hospital Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, and then being in practice on Wednesday, right? Like it's just something that you do and you deal with. And, you guys don't have to know that, right? But me in the back, I know what I deal with, and I know what I have to do to get back onto the field. Right? So.
Jordan, you've been in this league long enough to know how valuable a good teammate is. Just in terms of Jameis and that energy he brings on a daily basis, especially when a team's going through some rough times. What does that mean to have a guy like that out ahead of the pack? Yeah, no, it's huge. It's huge. I get asked the question all the time because Jameis is in front of the media all the time, right? Everybody's tweeting about him and saying whatnot, and he's amazing. I get asked all the time, what is he like? And Jameis is Jameis, right? What you guys see, what everybody else sees, the personality, the excitement, the joy, the happiness, the infectious attitude that he brings, it's every single day. It's every single day. We get it, Sunday to Sunday. And it's fun to be a part of. He's, a top teammate that I've ever had, in my opinion. Just because, it doesn't matter what high or low you're going through, you're getting the same Jameis every single time.
You mentioned Mahmoud. How have you seen him grow this year, especially as he's gotten to play much more?
Yeah, I mean, reps obviously help a lot in terms of your maturity in the game, but off the field leadership, having the green dot, making the calls, that's a whole separate responsibility, of leadership that comes along with the position. So, just running the show. He's taking it extremely serious, doing the extra work after practice, doing the extra work in the film room. On a weekly basis. And so, as a young guy going into year 2, right, that's the maturity you want to see for sure. Yeah.
So you take over the green dot?
I believe so. We'll see. We all got it today, but yeah, we'll see. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.